Happy Sunday. I got on my candy corn bracelet. Isn't that cute? It's almost Halloween. Tomorrow's Halloween. Woo! I know that doesn't mean anything to some people. Some people don't care. I don't know if I ever mentioned it. I used to work with this lady. She was an older lady. She was really nice. But every year around the beginning of October, she would start saying, like every day, well, I don't celebrate Halloween. She was almost like, you know, the stereotype of the vegan, how they work it into every conversation that they're vegan. I'm not saying they do, but everyone I've known kind of is. Not saying they're all like that. I'm not saying they're not. I'm joking. But every year around the beginning of October, no matter what we were talking about, she would say, well, you know, I don't celebrate Halloween. You know, in my house, we don't celebrate Halloween. But I had a good weekend. How was yours? I mean, it would have nothing to do with anything. Like, we get it. You say it every day. You don't have to tell us every day that you don't celebrate Halloween. We know. We all know that you don't. And you don't approve of it. And I'm sorry. But, you know, she didn't make a big fuss. I mean, like, she wasn't a jerk about it or anything. But she would just say it every day. Well, I don't celebrate Halloween, but yeah, I think that is my document on the printer, but I don't celebrate Halloween. All right, sweetheart, we know. God. Anyway, she declared one day that she couldn't be friends with somebody like me. That really hurt. She was very funny, very nice, but a bit judgy. And I never really discussed my religious beliefs with her because I just sort of instinctively knew, if she knew how I really feel, there's a pretty good chance that she would just not want to be friends with me anymore. And I mean, I think we got to be pretty good friends working together. But it came out one day, she just point blank asked me something about going to church or something, or like, why don't you go to church or something? And I was honest with her. I told her I'm not religious. I'm agnostic. I'm not a religious person. I haven't been in a, you know, very, very long time. And she just told me that, well, I can't in good conscience associate with you because, you know, it's just not good for my salvation. So I'm afraid we're going to have to just end our friendship. Like, I figured. Okay. And it still hurts to this day. That was years ago that this happened. She's actually passed away since then, but that hurt. That really hurt. I was hoping I was wrong, but I just kind of knew if she ever found out, she would probably just stop talking to me. And she did. She would speak to me about work stuff, but that was it. She wouldn't. There was no more friendly chit-chat at all. That was the end of that. It was very awkward working with her after that. I don't know how the hell I got off on that. My God, I'm sorry. But no, I know, you know, a lot of people don't do anything for Halloween for their own reasons, and that's fine. I mean, you don't have to. In my family, well, we didn't do anything for any holidays. We would have skipped Christmas if my parents could have gotten away with it. They would have skipped Christmas. But like for Thanksgiving, when I was growing up, I thought it was just people on TV who did stuff for Thanksgiving. My family never did anything for Thanksgiving. We didn't get together. My grandparents, my dad's parents both died when I was really little, and I don't remember them. And my mom's parents, you know, lived quite a bit longer, but they didn't do anything for Thanksgiving. I mean, literally nothing. Both of my grandparents, they hated turkey, they hate ham, they hate the traditional, like, Thanksgiving type food. They didn't like it, so they just never prepared it. They just didn't do any special meal of any sort for Thanksgiving. So we didn't go to their house. They didn't come to our house. My dad also hates turkey, and he hates ham, and basically every traditional Thanksgiving dish. He just doesn't like it. So on Thanksgiving, she would buy like a turkey breast and cook that, and maybe get a can of cranberry sauce, and that was it. And then she would have to make a separate meal for my dad because my dad would not eat that sort of stuff. He hated that sort of stuff. So she would have to make a whole separate meal for him. And then my brother and I and my mom would have the turkey. She might make some biscuits or something, you know, like normal. I mean, it wasn't anything any different from any other day. And that was it. I mean, we didn't do anything for any other holiday. It's really sad looking back. Like, damn, that was really sad. I always wanted the Thanksgiving like the people on TV shows had back in the 80s. You know, they would always do a big Thanksgiving thing, and like in the movies and stuff, you know, they'd have family over and it was chaotic and wacky, but at the end everyone had a nice time, and big turkey on the tray, and you know, big spread of food, and everybody sitting around a big table in a nice house. And yeah, I never had that. I've never in my life had that. So yeah, my parents still don't do anything for Thanksgiving. We are just a family. We just don't do anything for Thanksgiving, and it's kind of awkward because then people ask, "Oh, what are you doing for Thanksgiving? Is your family all getting together? Are you going to see them, or do you alternate?" Or I never quite know how to answer that, because if you're honest, they look at you like, "Oh, well, you need to come to my house. You are coming to my house for Thanksgiving." Yes, but see, I don't want to do that either. So it's a very awkward, like, how do you talk about it? I just kind of leave it very vague, like, "Oh, you know, we just do our thing," which is nothing, but I'll leave that out. "Oh, we just do our thing, you know, just like a lot of other families, you know." Yeah, okay. And then I just try to put the subject back on them. So like, "So what are you doing?" Because people love to talk about themselves. That's a helpful hint. If you are ever in a situation where you feel awkward, like you don't know what to say, if you're at a get together or wherever and you don't really know what to talk about, or you just feel weird, just let the other person talk about themselves. Just ask them questions about themselves. People love to talk about themselves, and given the opportunity, they will go on and on and on, and before you know it, all the night's over. And people think you're great. They will come away from that thinking you are the most awesome person ever, because she's such a good listener. I hear that a lot. "Oh, she's such a good listener. She's so quiet." Yeah, but she's cool. You know, I like her. She seems cool. All I did was let them talk about themselves. That's all you have to do. Plus, I like to hear about other people's, you know, lives. What you got going on? You know, what are you doing? I mean, I like to hear it. I'm not just saying that to pass the time, but it does help if you... Oh, there's a puppy in that car. Oh, there's a little puppy. Oh, I'm going to see if I can show you. I don't know if you can see it. There's a little puppy in the car. He's between the front seats. It's a little whitish looking, beige looking dog. It's looking back towards Aldi. It's looking back towards the store. "Hey, puppy!" Like, you, Mary, you dumbass, he can't hear you. Sorry. It's not hot out here at all. The dog is fine. Oh, it's looking up like, ooh. It's fine. It's not hot out here at all. He's fine. So yeah, we don't do diddly squat for Thanksgiving. We never do. We never do. And it's almost like this shameful secret. I don't think I've ever said that out loud. I think this is the first time I've ever said that out loud, but yeah, my family doesn't do shit for Thanksgiving. But most people around here that I talk to, like I go to exercise classes and stuff, most of the people I talk to, I mean, unless they're lying, maybe they are, oh, they all do a family thing for Thanksgiving. Like, everybody has these Thanksgiving traditions with their families, and like, my family never did anything. And you know, after my parents divorced, my mom just kind of gave up on Thanksgiving. She hates to cook anyway. She never enjoyed cooking. So she just gave up the whole pretense altogether. And there were a number of years that for Thanksgiving, she and I would go to like a buffet somewhere that had Thanksgiving, and we would just eat there instead of cooking, because it's hard just for two people, you know. But overall, for most of my life, I've never really done anything for Thanksgiving. I don't really feel like I'm cheated out of anything. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of the same way as my dad, I guess. Thanksgiving type food is fine, but if I don't eat it, like, I'm not going to be sad or anything. I don't feel like I've been cheated out of anything. Maybe I have been, and I just don't know any better. I'm at Aldi right now. I'm here to get some more salads. I love their little Santa Fe salads. And my son asked me to get some potato chips. There was something else. Oh, I wanted to see if they have any more of that dill pickle hummus. They only have it occasionally, and I was going to pick up another 1 or 2 containers if they have any more, but they may not. All the dogs excited. His person's come back. He's like, ooh. I love dogs. It's so cute. Yeah, it's nice and cool, and it's very cloudy today too. It's been like this all day. I got out and I mowed the backyard. I went to a class. Oh, it was so funny. Earlier today, I was in a parking lot. I had to go to Dollar General, and there was this Tesla. All right, so there's a bit of parking in front of the store, and then there was a little bit of further back. So the Tesla, all the rows in the front were taken. The Tesla was in the row back a ways from the store. And I pulled into, there was really only one open spot, and it was right next to the Tesla. I mean, I didn't think anything of it. I mean, Teslas are a dime a dozen around here. You see them, you can't sling a dead cat without hitting a damn Tesla somewhere. But I pulled it, okay, so like, say this space right here is okay, so the Tesla's here, right? So I pulled into this space right here, and there was a guy sitting in this car, I swear to you. I pulled into that space, and he looked like a robot. He just went, and he just stared at me. I mean, he just kept staring at me like this. He was just glaring at me. And then he fired up his little toy car, and he was just all... So he fires up his car, and he pulls it way off in front of a whole other store. It was a strip mall. Took the damn car, his little toy car, and he hummed it over to a whole other different spot and parked over there. I'm like, well, excuse the hell out of me. You know, I don't mean to park my little common sedan next to you. I do apologize. 1,000 pardons. I'll take my 100 lines now. He just gave me the straight up stink eye. He just got it going. And then he motored away. Oh, excuse me. He did not motor away. He hummed away. Yeah. His little electric motor, his little go-kart. I guess it'd be more like a bumper car. Yeah, it's like a bumper car. Excuse me. Yeah, I guess my car is just too trashy and common to be next to his little car. Like, whatever, dude. If you gotta move, do what you gotta do, but I gotta go into the store here, and I'm parking next to the store. You go down there and park in front of that little store that sells those creepy dolls. I don't give a shit. I'm not parking down there because I'm going in right here. I've never had anything like that happen before. It was funny. Like, damn, sorry. Woohoo! Very precious with his little car. Like, I'm not gonna hit your car. I'm not even getting out on that side. What the hell do you think I'm gonna do to your car? I'm not even close to it. He did not want anybody in his general vicinity, I guess. I don't know. Oh God, these are so good. I've discovered these drinks. I mean, you can get them anywhere, but I get them at Walmart. These are Nature's Twist, and they come in a bunch of different flavors. And they're sugar-free. This is sugar-free blueberry lemon. So good. I love the orange, too. You can get them in regular or sugar-free. And at my Walmart, you can get a 6-pack of these little 16-ounce bottles, and it's like $2.50 for 6 of these. I don't know, which is a good deal anymore. Yeah, they're like $2.25 or $2.50 for 6 of these. Oh, they're so good. I love them. They have blueberry lemonade. Oh, the peach is really good. They have a peach flavored one. Tastes just like a peach. It is the perfect peach flavor. And they have that one in sugar-free as well. Love it. I absolutely love it. I had a weird interaction at Dollar Tree the other day too. I went into Dollar Tree. I was out running errands, and my son had asked me if I would get him a can of Sprite. He said that the big tall cans of Sprite that they have at Dollar Tree are the best for Sprite. I said, well, I'm going to Aldi. They have Sprite in a bottle. Do you want that? He said, can I have the Sprite in a can? Because it's better. I guess. So I'm going right by Dollar Tree. I'll go in there and get you one. And they also had some dextromethorphan little tabs, which are great too. If every now and then I have a coughing fit, it helps to calm it down. It's just a cough suppressant. They hardly ever had it in stock, but I got a few bottles of that. Anyway, I was standing in line, and there was a couple. I'm assuming it was like a married couple. I'm not I'm not sure. But there's this man and a woman, and they were standing in line behind me, and they were talking about cheese. And cheese, and going to Wisconsin and trying cheese at Wisconsin. And then so it was my turn to check out, and I had that big can of Sprite and my little cough suppressant little gel tab thingies. And the man said to me, he goes, "You look like a runner. You look like you do a lot of running." I said, "Not really. I'm not a runner. No, I'm not big on that. I do work out, but I don't like to run." And I noticed, I don't know if it was his wife or not, but the lady that was with him was giving me this look, and I wasn't quite sure what it was. She was just kind of looking at me like that. Just kind of a weird look. And he goes, "Oh, what you got there? What you got there? Oh, what's the sugar content on that drink? What's the sugar content? Now, if you're working out, you don't need to be drinking stuff like that." And I looked back at him, and whoever the lady was just had this look on her face like, "I am so sorry." She just had a painful expression on her face. Like, does he do this a lot? I mean, I didn't ask, but I'm thinking, is this just something he does out in public? Unsolicited comments to strangers like this? He said, "Yeah, but that has a lot of sugar in it. You shouldn't be drinking that. You know that's not good for you." And I said, "Well, it's not for me, it's for my son." And he said, "Oh, that's worse." So you're buying that for your son? Like, all right, Harvest, calm down, Harvest. I don't need a total damn stranger telling me about the sugar content in this soda. You shouldn't be buying stuff like that for your son. How old is your son? And so, but then I had finished my transaction. I said, "Well, take care." And the lady was just giving me this look like, "I am so sorry." What a jerk. What an asshole. Like, I didn't ask you. I'm sure there's a lot of sugar in this damn Sprite. I know that. You know how often my son, and I didn't feel like I had to justify anything, so I didn't say anything, but like, you know how often my son gets a can of Sprite? Maybe 4 times a year. You know, I think he'll survive. I don't think it'll kill him. So, that was just weird. I don't know where the hell that came from. I thought about that because I was talking about this sugar-free drink here. Oh, that label is faded. Look how faded it is. You can't even read it. It's like it's been out in the sun. The only thing about these drinks, though, when you first taste them, they might taste a little bit watery. And at first, I wasn't sure if I was going to like it. I tried the orange flavor first. And it almost tastes like watery Tang. But by the end of the bottle, I was hooked on it. Like, this shit is good. I really like it. So I went to see what other flavors they had. And I really like the blueberry lemon. Although, honestly, it doesn't really taste like blueberries. I don't know what it tastes like, though. I guess it is kind of like a berry flavor with lemonade. So it's an interesting flavor. I like it. So I have to work in the morning. I don't get tomorrow off. My kids are both out of school tomorrow, so my younger son said, "We should go somewhere." I said, "I gotta work. I gotta work tomorrow morning. I don't have the day off." You know, "Oh, that's a bummer." Like, yeah. So I gotta work in the morning. And then I'm going to do a video show, like a show and tell of my costume. I'm going to put it on, let you see it, all that good stuff, put that together. I am having tremendous difficulty with my video editing stuff on my new laptop. Like, I have checked everything I know to check. All the settings are right where I had them on my old laptop. I don't know what it is, but if I have audio and video recorded separately, I use AVS video editor to put them together, and I can't figure out if it's I think it's something with the audio, but I've checked all the settings on the audio. They're just like they were on the laptop, but when I try to put together the audio and the video, they never sync up right. No matter what I do, no matter what kind of things I do to it, I just cannot. Like, you probably, if you watched the cookie coloring video yesterday, it's very noticeable because I messed with it for 2 damn hours last night. I didn't get to bed until after midnight last night messing around with that video. I recorded it at 7 p.m. I didn't get done until, I didn't get it uploaded until midnight last night. I didn't work on it nonstop for 5 hours, but I worked on it for a significant chunk of that time. off and on. And I just could not get them to sync up. And I finally just gave up. Like, I don't know. I do not have all night to sit here and mess with this. I'm going to do the best I can, and then I'm going to upload it, and you're just going to get what you get. Sorry. So I'm not really sure what the deal is with that. I have got to figure out what's going on. I don't know. I've gone on to forums, message boards. I have tried to ask questions. I have yet to really get an answer that is helpful. And long story short, it's just a pain in the ass. I'll get it worked out. I'll figure it out. But right now, it's not working right. And I, for the life of me, cannot figure out why. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know. I've checked every setting in the video editing software and Audacity, which is what I use to record audio. Everything is set up exactly the same as it is on my old laptop. Exactly the same. So I don't know what the hell the problem is. I don't know. Something's messed up. But I don't know what. Anyway, it's just one of those little nuisances that you just have to figure out. And I reckon I'll get there someday. But I need to go on in. I think this place actually closes. They've changed their hours and they close earlier than they used to. So I need to shut up and get in there. But thank you so much for watching and for being here. I hope your weekend was good. And if you celebrate Halloween, I hope that you're going to have a good day tomorrow. I'll talk to you before then. But I hope you're all ready for Halloween. I'm ready. I'm as ready as I'm ever going to be. And I hope you have a great day, and I will see you again soon.